that. I get the whole don't fight in front of your kids thing. I pushed her. I slunk her this way. I slunk her this way. And I put her in a headlock. Because if I'd have hit her, I would have hurt my sister. Do you understand what I'm saying? So my kids did see me throw her from this room to this room to this room. And finally, I'm tired. I'm too old to be slinging you across here and over there. And I'm giving out a breath.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Coon Hub. Ayanla Vanzant have been trying to change the way people think of relationships for years, especially with women. She eventually ended her TV show Ayanla Fixed My Life last year, in which she gave multiple reasons. But what I think happened is that she realized that she wasn't going to win a war against an agenda. Women have been ruining themselves for a long time, and they are encouraged to do so. I'd argue that there are only two ways in which people learn: by the experiences of others, and going through the mud themselves. Those who believe that no one is qualified to give them advice are best left to their own devices. That's what she did, and that's what men are doing in alarming numbers. Now let's just say the results are evident. Another reason why she may have cancelled the show is because she was getting not so pleasant pushbacks from those who view her methods as a threat. Because with Gynocrats today, you can't be moderate. You have to choose a side.
Now, Ayanla Vanzant was on Tamron Hall earlier, and one thing that she was talking about was actually the death threats that she was getting while she was on Fix My Life.
You go into people's homes, you're in their bathroom, you're in the kitchen, you're in the lift. They think they know you, and they think they have a right to say certain things because we're not clear and conscious of the energy we send out. So through the emails, through the social media, people were coming to my home. I was getting death threats because they didn't like something I said or did. And I'm like, I want to be free of this. I don't want this.
They're not hiding it. It's in your face. Men have to understand why there's so much censorship around these discussions online. Today, society depends on the silence and weakness of men, because that's the only way they can push women forward. The fact that you have to wear a gag and keep your hands to yourself at work while women think of it as nothing to massage your scalp and pat you on the behind when they need a favor should tell you something. The game is not the same, and this is why men are choosing to avoid the situation.
I always talk to black women, they don't want to talk to me. The minute I talk to a white woman, they get mad. You want to think you're mad? I'm mad too. There's a lot of anger inside of me. What about us? Black women talk about me, me, me. What about us black men? We go through stuff too. We're tired of hearing the same thing of, oh, we're independent women. We're independent this, we're independent that. I'm independent too. We have a lot in common. You have this imaginary wall around you. I don't know who damaged you. And me being a black man, I have to suffer.
This one is simply dying of laughter. She doesn't care one bit what men go through.
For what somebody did to you, that has nothing to do with me. I'm not the enemy. I get that a lot from black women, that we're the enemy, we're liars, cheaters, we're dogs. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Diary of a Mad Black Man. I have a journal I keep. And then when I show this side to women, they think it's a weakness. This is not a weakness, it's actually a strength. But then when I show this to you, to black women, you don't know how to receive it.
Yeah.
Because you're so used to being abused. It makes it hard for me to get to know this.
If you've never seen the look of contempt, this is what it looks like. She doesn't care one bit what these guys are saying, but this is how the mind of most women work. They believe that whatever issues men have, what they're going through is 10 times worse. And that's the mindset that keeps them unaccountable. If they feel disadvantaged, then that automatically creates a victim mindset. If you know any woman that uses the words, "there are no good men left," notice her character. Then ask yourself if you would be with her. The following clip is a perfect example of such women.
The transport team was delayed in picking Miss Jillian up from her hotel, and my team has told me that she is extremely agitated. I want to have a clearing conversation with her so that we will not have any upset present during the healing process.
Morning, sunshine.
Good morning.
How are you?
Oh, I'm well.
Is that true?
Is that true for you?
That right there is the warning shot of combative females. You won't get much out of them if the dialogue turns into an argument. When she starts answering a question with another question, that's where you should call it a wrap. It proves that she has no interest in acknowledging what's coming from you.
But I asked the question. Is that true?
I asked a question as well.
No, but I asked you first.
Fine.
Is that true? Yeah. I wanted to, before we start our work today, just have a quick conversation about
how unprofessional you guys are for making me sit there for 2 hours?
Now, why is that unprofessional for you?
I didn't get an update, anything. Don't tell me to check out of my hotel room at 9 and then sit there till 11:30 with nobody telling me, updating me, somebody's coming. I could have stayed in the room.
But see, the thing that I wanted to talk to you about was that right there.
What are you talking about? I
That
haven't raised my
attitude,
voice.
that you don't have to.
I'm taking
You
you
don't
on a
have
calm
to.
nature.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. I'm talking
that's
to you
what-
like you're talking to me.
I'm telling you how I'm experiencing it.
Okay.
And if you do it to me, who you don't know, if you do it to me, who you came for help,
How you do it to me for you don't know? You don't sit your guests who you're trying to supposedly help in a lobby for 2 hours without updating them. That's rude. You're trying to stir up drama by making me sit at this hotel. You think I'm a fool? I know how TV work. You gonna have me sit here so I can get right.
Even if that was the case, let's say she did it to get a reaction out of you. The question is, did it work or not? Guys, this is how women claim to win arguments, shutting them down by being disruptive, not allowing you to get a word in. There could be tons of reasons why her ride was late, but she didn't want to hear that. All she could think about is that these people must be messing with me.
Riled up because this is for your ratings on this show.
No, it isn't.
Okay, ma'am.
Let me tell you what happened today.
Because I don't feel healed. How about that?
Well, how about we haven't done the work?
We can't
How
get
about
to the
we
work
can't get
'cause
to the
you
work until you
are being unprofessional.
until you get ready to release that energy. I could have come out here and continue to move on, but my concern for you to be able to do this work is that I wanted to clear that energy. So you've made up what this was about. I've been working with Ramon, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. This is what you're taking into the marriage. And this is what he has to deal with.
I'm not taking
and
this
are
into
you
marriage with
aware
him. I don't
that
talk to
this
him
is
like
the
this,
level of
'cause he
stress?
respects
It doesn't
me.
matter whether or not you talk to him. It's in your energy. You're bringing it in the room with you. You don't have to ever open your mouth. You sleep in the bed with that. And if you would do it to me, and I'm here committed to your
Are you
intention.
committed?
Absolutely. Absolutely committed. But what
Okay.
I'm not
We'll
going to be
see.
is abused
I'm
and
not abusing you.
disrespected.
I haven't touched you.
And you're
I
probably
haven't
not
said anything
aware.
mean
You're
to you.
probably not aware
I'm
of
talking
how
to you
nasty your energy
calmly.
is. You are not.
You're yelling at
You're
me.
not.
I'm calm.
What I'm saying to you is you are not aware
No.
of the level of toxicity in your energy.
My toxic
And
energy.
that's what I wanted to deal with you with before we go in to do the work, so that you
Okay.
don't bring that to Ramon.
Okay.
And
I won't bring it to Ramon.
I haven't given you permission to speak to me in that way.
I haven't
am
given
your
you permission
elder.
to disrespect me like
I have
this.
not disrespected you.
With your
I want to
unprofessionalism.
know. I tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna cut this right now. Let's do it. Get me Mr. Ramon.
Anger is a common response to feelings of powerlessness. Miss Jillian's anger is not only about her having to wait in a hotel lobby, it is also about her inability to relinquish control and surrender to this healing process.
So what happened was there was some breakdown this morning between Miss Jillian and production. And production called her. They did give her the instruction to come down. And they weren't there at that time.
Why?
Then why?
Yeah.
Because of just technical things going on. We have to set up what we're doing today. We have
That
to
has
be
nothing to
ready.
do with your driver.
It wasn't her safety supposed to be her priority though?
Excuse me?
Her safety is your priority.
It wasn't her safety. She was in the hotel. She was in the lobby of the hotel. Right. So what?
Let me just add this a little bit for you guys to understand why some women behave the way they do. It's because of men like this. We know who wears the pants in this relationship. This guy deserves everything he gets from his woman because he allows it. He's the kind of guy to support his woman even when she's being disrespectful to others. I'm not sure if it's because of his insecurity of being an amputee, but the way he behaves is that of someone who doesn't believe he can do better. And when I say do better,
Anything can happen in the lobby.
You know,
she was in the room to herself.
I can only tell you what happened. I can only tell you what happened. I wasn't even aware that it happened because my schedule says that I'm going to meet with you first.
My thing is that I trusted with you guys and love by putting her in a different hotel last night in the first place. I didn't want that to happen. I didn't want us to be separated in the first place. One of the things that you emphasized with me was protecting her. And I was being with her and making sure that she's
What
still
makes you think that she was unsafe? Doesn't have, let me tell you.
First of all, when y'all dropped her off last night, y'all dropped her off 34, 35 minutes away from you, something like that, 40 minutes away from me. She's in the
What
hotel
does that
by
have to
herself.
do with
She
what
had to
we're
go.
talking about right now? She's
It
a
has
grown
everything to do
woman.
with that. Yeah, she is a grown woman.
But we're not talking about her safety. Her complaint was not about safety. That's not what her comment was to me.
She's her comment to you right now is that you guys tased her to get a reaction out of her.
But that is not true. That's not true. And because you think that, I'm done.
Okay.
I told you yesterday, this is my ministry. This is not what I do. I just happen to do it on television.
Well, if we done, we done.
We're done. Because without trust, we have absolutely nothing.
And I don't trust you.
There we go. I'm done. We don't have to do
Somebody
this anymore.
take me home, please. Go get your stuff.
Oh, my stuff is already ready, man. No problem.
Can you guess the probability of this guy being raised by a strong father? My guess is gonna be that this was the scenario. Men like these have been under female leadership all their lives, so they have no idea of how to lead. And that is the purpose of this space, to teach men how not to be doormats. There's no fixing this game. It's best to know how to navigate. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this one, guys. Like, comment, and share. I wanna thank you for watching, and as always, be well.